Magandang araw mga bata! Kamusta na kayo? I'm Mrs. Edna Tesconde of Pililla National High School, your teacher for Quarter 1, Week 7. Welcome to Mathematics 7. Our most essential learning competencies illustrates the different subsets of real numbers, arranges real numbers in increasing or decreasing order, represents real-life situations which involve real numbers. Sa panahon ng pandemic, marami ang natutong maging wise buyer. Kaya bago pumunta si kumare at si kumpare sa palengke, ay inaalam muna ang mga pangunahing bibilhin. Like Carol, who receives her weekly salary of 2,540 pesos. She goes to the market and buys 1 1/2 kilogram of chicken and 1.83 kilogram of fish. The prices are as follows. For chicken, 115 pesos per kilogram. For fish, 160 pesos per kilogram. After paying for the chicken and fish, how much money does she have left? What can you say about the problem? Can we identify the kind of numbers we are dealing with every day? Ang cash on hand ni Carol ay 2,540 pesos. Ang price ng chicken for 1 1/2 kilos is equal to 172 pesos. Since 1 kilo of chicken worth 115 pesos plus half of it is 57 pesos, while 1.83 of fish worth 292 pesos and 80 centavos. To easily find the price is just multiply 160 by 1.83. Her total expenses therefore is 465 pesos and 30 centavos. To subtract from her cash of 2,540 pesos, her money that she have left is 2,074 pesos and 70 centavos. We can see therefore that there are different kinds of numbers like fractions, decimals, whole numbers, and others. All of these numbers are called real numbers. And what is a real number? Real numbers comprise of any number that you can think or use in everyday life. It is the compilation of all types of numbers. Each real number represents a unique number along the number line. On the real number line, a point corresponds for every real number, and a real number corresponds for every point. Ibig sabihin, ang lahat ng real numbers ay matatagpuan natin sa number line. Let us have activity number 1. Let us identify the subsets of real numbers. Number 1. These numbers are used for counting. Okay, that is called natural or counting number. What about the numbers are formed by adding 0 to the set of natural numbers? So that is called whole numbers. They are formed by adding the negatives of the natural numbers to the set of whole numbers. Yes, that is integers. Number 4, these are numbers that can be expressed as a quotient m over n of two integers where m is not equal to 0. And this is called rational numbers. Next, for number 5, These are numbers that cannot be expressed as a quotient m over n of two integers. Yes, that is called irrational numbers. Examples of rational numbers are 1/3, 7 over 2, 4 over 1. Note that 4 over 1 equals 4. All integers are rational numbers. The number 5 over pi is not a rational number because pi is not an integer. A rational number written as a fraction can be written in decimal form by dividing the numerator by the denominator. Let us write 7 over 8 as decimal. Divide 7 by 8. And the answer is 875 thousandths, which means that the answer is a terminating decimal or what we call a decimal point that has an end o merong katapusan. Let us have another example. Let us write 5 over 6 as a decimal. If we divide 5 by 6, the answer is 0.833, which is a repeating decimal or repeats indefinitely or walang katapusan ang kanyang decimal point. So that is called repeating decimal. Let us always remember that rational numbers are numbers which can be written as a quotient of two integers or as a fraction and can also be written in decimal form. Some numbers cannot be written as terminating or repeating decimals. These numbers have decimal representations that neither terminate nor repeat. They are called irrational numbers. The rational numbers and the irrational numbers taken together are called real numbers. Real numbers is the set of rational numbers and irrational numbers. This is the set of real numbers. We have there real numbers like -1, -2, 0, 1, 2, and so on. So for real numbers, i-add natin ang rational numbers at saka irrational numbers. So ang rational numbers ay merong integers. Ang integers naman ay merong negative numbers or negative integers and whole numbers. Ang whole numbers naman ay mayroong 0 and positive integers. Real numbers can be arranged in increasing or decreasing order. It would be easy to do this by expressing first all the real numbers in the same form. Example number 1. Arrange the following real numbers in increasing order or pataas. We have -3, 4.2, -1/4, square root of 42, 8 and 2/5, square root of 25. Let us see the solution. Express all the given real numbers in decimal form. So for -3, we have -3.00. 4.2, kopyahin na lang natin. -1/4 equals -0.25. Square root of 42 equals 6.48. 8 and 2/5 equals 8.40. Square root of 25 equals 5. And this is the answer. Therefore, we can arrange the real numbers in increasing order as -3, -1/4, 4.2, square root of 25, square root of 42, and 8 and 2/5. For example number 2, let us arrange the following real numbers in decreasing order or pababa. Pababa naman this time. We have 8/6, -5/3, -2.68, square root of 3, 0, and 7/4. Let us have the solution. Again, let us express all the given real numbers in decimal form. For 8/6, we have 1.33. For -5/3, we have -1.67. For -2.68, kopyahin na lang natin ulit. For square root of 3, we have 1.73. Again, let us copy 0. And for 7/4, we have 1.75. Example number 2, therefore, we can arrange the real numbers in decreasing order as 7/4, square root of 3, 8/6, 0, -5/3, and -2.68. Examples of real-life situations which involve real numbers. For example number 3, 5 students divide a pizza that they bought after class. Represent the part that could be received by each member using real number. Okay, each member will receive one part of the whole pizza which has been divided into 5. Therefore, the answer is 1/5. Let us have example number 4. In an election for classroom officers, 9 students declared as winners. There were 56 students in the class. Represent the part of officers to the whole class using the real number. Since 9 out of 56 students are the class officers, therefore, the answer is 9/56. There are many problems involving real numbers that can be solved using the model approach. The following steps are suggested in solving problems. 1. Let us read and understand the problem. 2. Draw a sketch to visualize the problem. 3. Identify the operations that will be used. 4. Answer the question asked. And 5. Check the answer if they satisfy all the conditions given in the problem. Let us have this one. There are 48 students in a class. 4/6 of them are girls. How many are girls? And how many are boys? In a class of 48 students, which 4/6 are girls, there is a sketch of 6 boxes, with 4 pink boxes represents the number of girls, and 2 violet boxes, which represent the number of boys. As we have noticed that ang computation natin, yung isang box out of 6 boxes is equivalent to 1/6. So, i-multiply natin yung 1/6 by the number of students na 48, ang magiging sagot ay 8. Para malaman natin ang number of girls, we can have multiply natin yung 4 by 8 equals 32. To find the number of boys, let us multiply 2 by 8 equals 16. Therefore, the number of girls are 32 and the number of boys are 16. The class consists of 32 girls and 16 boys for a total of 48 students. Let us try these exercises. Arrange each set of numbers in increasing order. Number 1, -10, +8, -4, 11/2. What is the answer? Okay, the correct answer is -10, -4, 11/2, and 8. Let us have 3, -11/4, -5, 7/2. What is the answer? Yes, the correct answer is -5, -11/4, 3, and 7/2. Number 3, let us have square root of 81, 8.27, 19/2, and 15/3. What do you think is the answer? Yes, the answer is 15/3, 8.27, square root of 81, 19/2. Number 4, let us have 8, square root of 62, 15/2, 8.5. The correct answer is 15/2, square root of 62, 8.5. Number 5, let us have -6.3, negative square root of 19, 4.5, -0.9. What do you think is the answer? Okay, we have -6.3, -5.9, negative square root of 19, and 4.5. Let's try this. Use the real numbers to represent the following real-life situations. Number 1, a loss of 3 kilos. Yes, that represents as -3. What about number 2? Deduction of 200. Correct. That is -200. For number 3, savings of 175 pesos monthly. Of course, that is 175 pesos. For number 4, 12 meters below sea level. And that is -12 meters. For number 5, forward by 7 steps. Correct. That is 7. Let's try this problem. Paige worked on her mathematics homework for 3/5 hours and her science homework for 5/6 hours. How long did she spend in all doing homework? Okay, the correct answer is 43/30 hours or 1 and 13/30 hours. Number 2, there are 70 teachers at a party. 3/5 of them are girls. How many boys are there? Okay, the correct answer is 28 boys. For our references, Mathematics 7 Quarter 1 Pivot for A Learners Material, EMAT 7 K-12 Edition, Practical Mathematics 7 K-12, Grade 7 Mathematics K-12, Patterns and Practicalities. Thank you and God bless everyone.